Peace and blessings, Israel. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. Excuse me. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, Volume 250. And in this edition, what we're going to speak about is preparing for violence and disruption after the election. Okay, everybody know that tomorrow night is the big day, and when we say the big day, the presidential election. Since I was a senior in high school, which was 1992, that's really the first time I even paid attention to voting and understanding voting. And since then, how many presidents we've had? It was Clinton, then was it Bush, then Barack Obama, I believe, and Donald Trump. So I believe it's been 4 presidents that I've lived through, and this election right now is probably the most intensified, most anticipated aggression of voters we've ever seen. We are in a time where people are really putting their life on the line for this so-called voting. And what's happening is there's a lot of different whispers that's going around the nation that if the election don't go a particular way, is going to be extreme violence and disruptions going on. And let's just say it this way, man. If Donald Trump, if he's not reelected, these people, there are threats of people doing violence and causing all type of disruptions. Yeah. Okay. So if Joe Biden wins, then hey, game on. If Donald Trump wins, then things are probably going to be, canceled, because obviously that's who a lot of these people are rooting for. People of color, obviously, is rooting for Joe Biden. And then you have some Elvises that's rooting for Joe Biden. But there's a large group of Americans looking to reelect Donald Trump, man. And what I want to talk about is preparing for the anticipated violence and disruption after tomorrow night's election, man. All the way in Las Vegas, all the way to New York, Detroit, Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, and there's many, many, many more communities are gearing up for anticipated violence and disruptions, man. Pretty much it's high alert for tomorrow night in regards to threats to take place. There's even an anticipation of violent clashes between Biden and Trump supporters. Yeah, man, this thing is shaping up to be a real crazy type situation. There's officers being deployed to counteract these violent and disturbances in regards to towards voters, man. I've never really seen it this intense, but we are here, man. Right now, the whispers is if a person participates in violence and disturbances, Or let's just say if they unlawfully strike, wound, or commit an assault and battery upon any voter, they could face a misdemeanor and 5 years in jail. And it's crazy, man. You know, I had a root canal done earlier today, man. So my mouth, I'm kind of in some pain, and so if I sound a little off, or if my voice sound a little flooded, that's because I'm dealing with that. But I posted a video earlier today, and I spoke about this video that I would bring tonight. So I am delivering this sign of the end times, biblical news. When we bring you the sign of the end times, man, we really showing you that, hey, the way we've known things to be, them days is over with, man. It's about to get worse before it gets better. But, you know, battleground states, let's talk about battleground states, because that's very, very, very important. Battleground states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Florida, Georgia, Oregon. These particular states in particular, people really need to be on alert. Watch real closely for potential violence in these battleground states, man. These are the states that typically determines more than likely who's going to win, according to the history of this thing, man. Me and my bro know behind closed doors, the president is already predetermined. So the voting is just a exercise for people to go out to get a sticker that say I voted. That's pretty much all it is. It's an exercise, and the complimentary gift or prize you get is a I voted sticker, man. But in these battleground states, man, you know, there's a high alert for potential violence to take place there, man. So, listen, man, you saw what happened in Michigan with the governor. What was her name? Governor Gretchen Whitmer, I believe. And it was violent plans and kidnaps and things like that that was in place, man. So this thing finna get real grimy, man. And I only got a couple scriptures in this word as we get ready to close it out, man. What's the name of the lesson? Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, volume 250, man. And in this edition, we're going to speak about preparing for the violence and disruption after the election, man. And I'm telling you, man, these white supremacists, the KKK, hey, man, if they guy, Donald Goines, don't win tomorrow night, hey, man, they're going to act a fool, man. They're going to act a fool. You know, they're going to act a fool. You dig? And y'all need to really get out the way if that's what they're going to follow through with, you know. But in the scriptures, it speaks about days like this. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, it says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come," man. Yeah, perilous times shall come. And I believe we are in those times. That's why I said sign of the end times, man. Biblical News, volume 250, man. Yeah. The key thing that I want you to focus on in 2 Timothy 2, verse 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." Okay? So when we really analyze 2 Timothy 3 and 1, man, in other words, it's going to be extreme trouble, difficult, and stressful times that we're going to be faced with, man. And in these times, the wickedness of people is going to be elevated to the highest order. I mean, it's going to be pandemonium overload of wickedness, man. in these days that we're living in. These days are going to be extremely troublesome, extremely difficult, extremely stressful. And we are living in those times. And tomorrow night, like I say, if things don't go the way it's supposed to go, according to a large group of people, y'all gonna find out tomorrow night just how perilous times it really is, man. Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. What you see on the screen is just a snippet of the potential disturbances, the potential violence that these people are pre-anticipating, gearing up for, So I got one more scripture, man. I just thought about this scripture in Psalms 73, verse 6, man. It says, therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment, man. That's exactly these people that's going to be indulging in violence and disruptions and disturbances. Yeah, therefore their pride compasseth them about as a chain. In other words, man, like a gold chain. My bro, the founder and elder of the camp, he don't call it gold chain, he call it gold chain. Like a gold chain, man. They're going to be glorious in their pride of violence, their pride of disturbances, man. And it says in Psalm 73 and 6, violence covereth them as a garment, man. So think about that. It's speaking of their clothing of violence, okay? They're going to be set on violence to where, let's put it to you this way, when it comes to injustice, when it comes to cruelty, when it comes to gross negligence, it's going to be worn on them like a wardrobe. You see? Yeah, man, this thing finna get real funky, man. I'm telling you. You sincere brothers and sisters, hey, man, y'all better be careful tomorrow evening if y'all just so happen to be out. Because I'm telling you, if Donald Trump is reelected, these white supremacists and these KKK peoples, hey, they gonna dance a jig tomorrow night, man. You dig? But if Joe Biden wins, oh man, what you see on the screen is gonna be 10 times worse than this. Because a lot of people gonna act a boy. They gonna lose it. You see? So just be ready, man. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters was edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. Shalom.